Hello friends, our next question is only concerned with P&L account. So it is extract of trial balance. It is not a full trial balance. Items which are related to profit and loss account or income statement are only shown here and some adjustments are given. We have to prepare only profit and loss account. So for that purpose, as it is already mentioned, these are notes to accounts for profit and loss account. So we will prepare notes to account which are related to profit and loss account only, and we will transfer all these items to notes to accounts, and then total will be transferred to profit and loss account format as per revised schedule 3 Companies Act 2013. Okay, so adjustment number 1 is closing stock of material and finished goods. So this adjustment is related to closing stock of finished goods and opening stock. Then outstanding wages 10,000. Sundry income receivable, it is income outstanding. Next, provision for tax, it is independent adjustment. We will transfer directly to format, and transfer to reserves, it is also independent. So we will star mark this adjustment and we will post this at the time of transfer into the profit and loss account format. Okay, so three adjustments. Okay, so now to explain, I have already posted some items here which are concerned with material and finished goods. Let us see one by one. Opening stock of raw material is 2 lakh. It is concerned with material, so it is shown here. Adjustment of closing stock is there, so closing stock of raw material 1 lakh is deducted here. So in cost of material, opening stock less closing stock. Then opening stock of finished goods 1 lakh, it is shown separately as change in inventories, and less closing stock of finished goods 120 as per adjustment. So when it is material, it should be shown here. If it is finished goods, it should be shown here. Now concerned with material, next item is purchase of material 5,40,000, and along with this we should go for return also. So it is shown as purchase 540 and return outward less 40,000. You can show net 5 lakh also, but 5,40,000 less 40 should be shown separately. Okay, so return outward. Next is freight on raw material 6,000. It is shown here. Carriage inward on raw material, if it is outward, it will be shown separately. So carriage inward is shown here. So material consumed include opening stock, purchase, return outward deducted, carriage inward, and less closing stock. So net amount of cost of material will be total of all these items. Then changes in inventories of finished goods. Opening stock was 1 lakh and closing stock is 1,20,000. So there will be net change in inventories will be as per the balance of this particular note. Okay, so up to this point it is done. One more thing, wages and salaries are 80,000, and adjustment number 2 states that outstanding wages are 10,000. So wages and salaries add outstanding 10,000. Total is 90,000. And this 10,000 will be shown in balance sheet as outstanding expense, but just now we are preparing only profit and loss account, so there is no scope for second effect. We will just see effect in P&L account. Same way, closing stock of finished goods, closing stock of material will also be shown to balance sheet when we prepare trial balance question, and balance sheet is also there, then only second effect is possible. So just for now, these adjustments are shown as far as profit and loss account is concerned. Second effect will be in balance sheet. Okay, let us take next item, bonus to employees. It will be employee benefit expense. Bonus to employees amount is 16,000. Next is director's remuneration 1,60,000. Director is not our employee, so his remuneration will be shown in other expenses. Director's remuneration amount is 1,60,000. You can just compare. Employees are getting less salary but directors are getting more. So no comments, it is company's policy, but practically such things may happen, that who is working for 365 days will get less amount, and who is working for few days but taking important decisions is getting more amount. Otherwise, no comments on such issues. We are just concerned with solving the question. Next is interest on loan, 1,40,000. It is finance cost. Interest on loan is 1,40,000. Next is repairs and maintenance, other expenses. Repairs and maintenance amount is 16,000. Next is insurance premium, again other expenses. In other expenses also there are several categories, but instead of showing those categories, you can just write down each and every item as per the list, because it is shown under other expenses only. But if possible, you can categorize these items as per the format which is already given to you. Insurance premium 6,000 done. Then interim dividend, this amount we will keep pending because it is part of appropriation of profit, so we will keep this amount pending. Rent and taxes, so rates and taxes amount is 4,000. Next is audit fee 10,000. Audit fees 10,000. Other expenses, advertisement expense, it is concerned with selling, but there is no selling expenses category, so it is also shown in other expenses. So while considering all these items, if you have any doubt where to post this item, it is mostly in other expenses. This is not a guideline, म्हणजे असंच करा असं मी सांगत नाहीये, पण जे आयटम्स डाऊटफुल आहेत असं वाटतं ते अदर एक्सपेन्सेस मध्येच येतात, कारण या प्रत्येक आयटमचं हेडिंग दिलेलं आहे. तर या सगळ्यामध्ये लिमिटेड आयटम्स असतात, आणि जे या कशातही नाही त्या सगळ्यांसाठी अदर एक्सपेन्सेस ही कॉमन कॅटेगरी आहे. त्यामुळे जे डाऊटफुल वाटतील, या सगळ्यात कुठेही बसत नाही तसं वाटेल, ते सगळे इथे घ्यायचे. ऍडव्हर्टाइजमेंट 24. देन सन्ड्री एक्सपेन्सेस, sundry expenses 2,000. Depreciation on plant and vehicle, here is separate category for depreciation. Depreciation on plant amount is 1 lakh, and depreciation on vehicle amount is 60,000. Okay, so here debit side is complete except interim dividend. Credit side, sales, it is revenue from operations 24 lakh. Sales are 24 lakh, and this marking indicates there is return on debit side, so it's 40,000 return. Deducted. Next is purchase return done. Dividend received 1 lakh, it is other income. Then sundry income 80,000. Sundry income is 80,000, and one adjustment is given, receivable 5,000. So add receivable amount 5,000. And last is profit and loss account opening balance. Again, this amount will be shown as appropriation. Okay, so two amounts are pending. Everything else is transferred to respective notes. As per adjustment, first adjustment is done, second is done, third is done. Second effect for all these adjustments are not possible here, they will be shown in balance sheet. So now we will take total of each and every note. Revenue from operations will be 23 lakh 60,000. Then other income 1 lakh 85,000. Okay, next one, cost of material consumed. There are list of items. 5,94,000. I hope this total is correct. Okay, 5,94,000 final. Next, change in inventories. This amount can be positive or negative, but whatever the answer is, that should be transferred to P&L account. Currently, this amount is -20. It can be plus or minus, but should be transferred as it is. Then employee benefit expenses total is 1,06,000. Then interest on loan, only one item in finance cost, total is 1,40,000. Then depreciation and amortization expense, total is 1,60,000. And last, total of other expenses will have total is 2,22,000 of other expenses. So now we will transfer all these total figures in profit and loss account format, and then we will calculate the final amount. And before transfer this amount to the profit and loss account format, we will also make a format for working of appropriation items, that is transfer to reserves, etc. So here we will write appropriation. In appropriation, first is profit and loss account opening balance. It is given 60,000. Okay. After 60,000, we should add net profit, and if it is loss, it should be deducted. We will add net profit in this amount, and then we will deduct less transfer to reserves, any type of reserve. It is 15,000, but it will be deducted. And one more item is interim dividend, so less interim dividend, or it can be proposed and final dividend also. It will be shown here itself, 18,000 less. So we will calculate this amount only after calculation of net profit or net loss. So one more item is pending, that is provision for income tax. So next we will transfer all these amounts in the format, and then we will calculate appropriation amount. These are notes to accounts for P&L account, and now we should transfer all these notes final amount to our profit and loss account format. So this profit and loss account is for the year ended 31st March 20. For current year this column is used, for last year this column is used. For academic purpose शिकताना आपण या कॉलमचा काहीच यूज करत नाही, पण तो आखून ठेवायचा. First is revenue from operations 23,60,000. It is transferred, note number 1. Then other income 1,85,000. So other income 185, total is 25,45,000. Then cost of material consumed is 5,94,000. It is transferred here, 594. Then change in inventories is 20,000, but it is negative, so it is transferred here, 20,000 negative. Then employee benefit expenses are 1,06,000. So employee benefit expenses transferred in front of note number 5. Note number 6 is finance cost 1,40,000. Note number 7 is depreciation 1,60,000. And other expenses total is 2,22,000. It is transferred here, 2,22,000. Total of expenses is 12,02,000. Okay. Then profit before exceptional and extraordinary items is 13,43,000. Income minus expenses. After this there is no item as exceptional item or extraordinary item. So profit before tax is 13,43,000. In our question, tax amount given was 40,000. Current year provision for tax was 40,000. So after we deduct this provision for tax, our profit for current period is 13,03,000. And there is no other item like discontinuing operations. So finally the profit amount is 13,03,000. This amount will be transferred here, 13 lakh 3000. So total will be 13 lakh 63,000, and from 13 lakh 63,000, after we deduct 15 and 18,000 as transfer to reserves and interim dividend, final amount will be 13 lakh 30,000. This is profit and loss account closing balance. It will be transferred to balance sheet in reserves and surplus, note number 2. So this way profit and loss account is prepared after transferring all items in notes to accounts, and after that transfer to main format, final amount is used here.